seeing this move from the groundbreaking all the way up to the finished building just allows kids to know that they have this dream and this hope and that new beginnings can happen, and then that they get to interact with that building then.
This school is really going to have a positive impact on the city of Albany because this area in general is really booming. There are so many houses and apartments being built, and we were busting at the seams at Clover Ridge. And having it be right next door to Timber Ridge, the families, the Timber Ridge students can come pick up their little siblings, and it's just providing a close-knit community, a place where we can feel like a part of the same family.
The building itself has a lot of really beautiful features like the natural light and the adjustable lighting in the classroom to meet the needs of students. It also has a STEM lab or makerspace where kids can do science experiments and have group projects happen. So this building was built with the whole student in mind, that there are lots and lots of ways that students can engage in academics and engage with their peers.
I think kids will be more alert with more natural light being in here. The rooms are so much larger than what they were in before, and they'll have places to, to place their stuff that's just for them, that they won't have to be sharing with others, and it just allows them to spread out.
We had a lot of talk about student safety in the design process and what that would look like, from everything from the windows to the view down hallways and the security of the building. And that was really exciting, coming into a new space like this from the space we were previously in that had none of that, knowing that we had kids' safety top of mind.
Transitioning from Clover Ridge to here is a completely different world. All of the space that we have now, the extra elbow room, the extra sensory room, we are able to give the kids a lot more one-on-one support, and I think that's been one of the biggest pluses for all of us.
It'll impact generations to come because all of the rooms were made the same size in the same way, so any type of configuration could happen. If we came to a place where we were going to say these 5 or 6 teachers will follow these kids all through their lives, we can do that. And then the other thing that I'm really excited about is our dedicated music space and dedicated gym space. We have a stage ready to go. We have a place where parents and community can come together and look and see the learning that children have done.
I am the most excited about the durability of the building and the efficiencies that we were able to build into the building. The concrete tilt portion of the gymnasium and the cafeteria are long-term, no wax floors upstairs, save maintenance and time.
I'd have to be most excited about this new school because last year it only did kinder through 2nd, and it was really old and there wasn't a lot of room for everybody. Now there's so much room. I feel like there's extra rooms, and I think I also like the gyms because there's way more room. The janitor doesn't have to put up the lunch tables, and then we could have PE in there.
This has been wonderful. It is just, you've got so much more room here. And it's really nice to have 2 gyms because we used to have trouble with inside recess, where do we go? And there's a covered area outside for these kiddos. That's just wonderful, and we have such a beautiful playground now.
One of the most exciting features of the school is the playground. The kids are going to love it. There are instrument type things that they can play. The structure is fun to walk on. It's handicapped accessible, so the kids in our STAR program will be able to play on it as well.
I'm excited about the future of the building of having art rooms and spaces where we can do those messy projects. In the hallways we have the little alcoves for doing reading groups, and there's storage there for materials so it's very handy and optimal.
The building was built solar ready to install solar systems, and so there's 350 kilowatts of solar that's planned for the building to be installed on the roof with built-in fall protection systems for staff for safety, and the ability to wash down the panels with rooftop access to water to be able to maintain those systems.
On this historic day, I'm proud to be part of a community who has put our children first through this investment and through your actions in this pandemic to help students return to school in person, which we're so excited to have happen. When you look at this school, think about how the design supports our 3 district goals of academic rigor and engagement, supporting social and emotional needs of students, and promoting equity across our system. I stand with other community leaders here today to thank you all for your vision and your support. On behalf of parents, on behalf of staff, and also thank you on behalf of our students. Nearly 4 years ago in May 2017, Greater Albany voters approved a $159 million capital construction bond to update and improve school facilities and construct additions to relieve crowding and improve instructional space. This bond has been a true community effort, with 53% of all construction work going to local contractors. Among the largest bond projects was the construction of this magnificent 90,000 square foot learning center. The budget for Meadow Ridge was approximately $40 million. We came in slightly under at $38.8 million.
Having worked on this amazing project from concept to completion, first as a district administrator and later as HMK's project management team, I can attest to the school being a true labor of love, with the children and the community at the heart of the project. When we broke ground on Meadow Ridge, Timber Ridge was the only building on this entire street, offering students a truly accessible pair of neighborhood schools where they could attend from kindergarten through 8th grade has been a goal in GAPS for as long as I can remember. I'm so pleased to see this dream become a reality for our students.
Meadow Ridge is a state-of-the-art building that reflects an understanding of exactly what kind of environment our students need for learning and a thoughtful approach to the use of space. This school building is a remarkable investment in our children and in their future. We want to thank the Greater Albany School District, Soderstrom Architects, Todd Construction and HMK for your vision, your hard work, and your dedication. A project like this can only be achieved through incredible teamwork. Thank you to our community for supporting the bond that made this building possible. Thank you also for your patience and support through the process. It takes time to create a high-quality teaching and learning environment, but it's well worth the wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I think our Meadow Ridge families are kind of hungry for a sense of community, and I know when I was a kid, my school was kind of like, we just took so much pride in it. Like, this was our school and this is where we did events, and so I think having this new space will allow for families and kids to do that.
Showing children that you are deserving of a space to learn. You are deserving of a beautiful place to be and to grow with that beauty. And I think it just gives this promise of hope, and it gives the promise of new beginnings, and it says this is how we learn. We learn as professionals. We learn as being dignified in our area.
I just remember being so overjoyed when our community passed the bond that made this building a reality. Our enrollment has just skyrocketed in just the 5 years I've been with the district and with this school, and it really shows the Albany community's commitment to the education of our children and the future of our community.